Black and Brave Wrestling Academy, the school in the Quad Cities, provides professional wrestling training experience like really no other in the whole country. But its other goal is community support and reaching out to help others. And what a track record these guys have for that. Eric Eznite is part of the academy as a wrestler himself. And then also Marek Brave is here, co-founder of the Black and Brave Academy. And you're a coach you're Eric's coach. And others,
yes, I am.
Right?
Yep. Alongside my business partner, Seth Rollins of WWE, we've graduated, oh gosh, over the last 9 years, about 250 graduates at this point.
Is that right?
And Eric is one of our top graduates.
Top of the class right here. And what makes, Eric, what makes you such a great wrestler in this way that Marek is saying?
I think I just go for it. I think I'm fully committed to what I'm doing out there, and I really love wrestling. So you can kind of tell the people that are in wrestling for other reasons and the people that are in it because they love it. So I love wrestling. I've loved it since I was 6.
You know, a love like that, you can't teach somebody that, can you, Marek?
No, you can. And you know, wrestlers come in all shapes and sizes and from all different backgrounds, and you never know who you're going to get when they come through. We have students from all over the world, really. But when Eric came through, you could tell right away that he was going to be someone special, and he's continued to be that over the few years we've had him with us. Well,
Marek, I think that maybe you could both explain the kind of wrestling we're talking about. So we're going to show some of these pictures, some of this video of what happens there. How do you describe what it is, Marek?
Well, it really is performance art. You know, it's athletic acting. You know, if you were to go see a play and then you know, those performers were body slamming each other on the stage, that's what we do. But we do it.
Athletic acting. I love that phrase.
Yes, ma'am.
That says it. So, Eric, are you a good actor?
Yeah, I'm a good actor, I would say. I fully commit, like I said.
But it's really, I mean, it's very athletic, and it's action-packed. You have to be in great shape. You can get hurt.
Definitely, it's very physical. You know, every time we go out there, we're putting really our life on the line. You know, I don't know if you want to talk about it, but Marek's had injuries that have put him on the sidelines for years. Well,
you know, and I'm glad we're talking about this as we were looking at these moves. I mean, one false move onto a neck or your head or whatever, right? So, Marek, how do you, can you ever guard against that in your profession?
Well, sure. There are proper ways to do pretty much anything in the professional wrestling business, and that's what we teach at the Black and Brave Wrestling Academy. You know, the safest ways to do various maneuvers. And you can't guarantee that you're not going to get hurt. There's always a risk that's involved, but you can certainly mitigate that risk by knowing how to do things properly, and that's what we teach at our school.
Do you have girls, females?
Yes, absolutely.
In the school? And because there's a big part in that profession for the women.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say over the last decade or so, women's wrestling has really exploded and really has equaled the status of men's wrestling, which it took a long time to get there. But these girls are out there killing it each and every weekend, and we've had plenty of female graduates from our academy.
Is this a young person's thing? Like, you know, if you're watching right now, you're thinking, I'd like, maybe my kids would like to get into this, but you can't start when you're older, can you?
You actually can. We've had numerous graduates who have started in their mid to late 30s. We've even had some who have started in their 40s, and I'm actually nearing my 40s as well, and have been doing it for actually over 20 years at this point. So for all ages.
I love that you do these exhibitions, and you do them pretty often. Your next one is at Mercado on 5th on Friday. And what do you do during those, Marek? What do you show off those days, those nights?
You know, we give a family-friendly wrestling exhibition on Friday at Mercado on 5th. It'll be a 2-hour event, multiple matches, all different styles of wrestling, but mainly this Friday at least, focusing on the lucha libre, the Mexican style of performing.
How fun is that? So, Eric, I know you do these too, although you're not doing this particular one coming up. But do you like to do those where kids and all different kinds of people can see what you do?
Oh yeah, kids are the most fun. You know, they're going to react the most. When I was 6, I was a kid. That's when I got into wrestling. And if you're a wrestling fan as a kid, you know, that's
It sticks with you.
It does.
It's got to be. It's
does.
your legacy. So you're making a living at this.
I am, yeah.
And about how many others are, Marek, from your academy?
Well, it depends. You know, really, it's kind of that old cliche, what you put in is what you get out. So if you hustle and you work hard and you travel, you know, sometimes 8-hour drives, 10-hour drives, just to have a 10-minute match, and then you have to drive all the way back home same night. If you work hard, you can make a name for yourself within this industry and hopefully one day earn a living or maybe even sign a big contract with a major company.
I'm thinking all the people watching right now who didn't even know this was happening. I know you give back so much to the Quad Cities as well. And if you go to blackandbravewrestling.com, you have a lot of your causes in there. I mean, the ways you've raised money for you know, folks in trouble, folks who've needed support. You do that too, so that you have kind of a charity arm as well. So that's a special thing. We appreciate you for, Marek.
Yeah, it's important for us to give back to the community that supported us for over 20 years at this point.
Well, I think it's fascinating what you guys do, and I can tell you're really into it. And we have this school right here in the Quad Cities. Have you heard of Eric Eznite? Now you want to go see what he can do, right? Well, there's his Facebook and his Instagram, so look up Eric, and we'll have to talk to you again about more of what you do. It's interesting to hear how much you love it, Eric. Thank you for sharing that. And Marek, thank you for what you guys have developed here. You know, you and Seth Rollins. It's a really cool thing for us here.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us on today, Paula.
Good job.